Imagine a bear traveling to a neighboring forest with a sack of acorns. He tries to buy honey, but the fox shopkeeper says, "Sorry, your acorns are worth less here." That's exchange rates, and they decide how forests trade with each other. Today we're exploring exchange rates and the balance of payments. By the end, you'll see how shifting acorn values and trade flows connect every forest in the animal economy. Most bears think trade is simple. Swap acorns for honey, done. But here's the mistake. When forests trade, acorn values shift, and those shifts ripple through the balance of payments. Without rules, chaos spreads across forests. So let's start with exchange rates. Exchange rates show how much one forest's acorns are worth in another forest. If the bear's acorns are strong, he gets more honey abroad. If they're weak, he gets less. Rates shift when forests trade unevenly, too many acorns flowing out, or too much honey flowing in.
But exchange rates are only half the story. Let's see how the balance of payments fits into the broader picture. What happens when one forest buys more than it sells? The balance of payments is the forest's trade ledger. It records every acorn sent out and every honey jar brought in. If a forest imports more honey than it exports, it runs a deficit. If it sells more than it buys, it runs a surplus. These balances push exchange rates up or down. And here's how the two connect. Exchange rates and the balance of payments are two sides of the same coin. When a forest runs a deficit, its acorns lose value abroad. When it runs a surplus, its acorns strengthen. The owl, acting as a global regulator, watches these flows and sets rules to keep forests trading fairly. But most bears misunderstand these global flows and make some mistakes.
Here are some of them. First mistake, bears think exchange rates are fixed forever. In reality, they shift daily. Second mistake, bears assume deficits are always bad. Sometimes they mean a forest is investing in growth. Third mistake, bears forget the owl's role, setting rules so no forest tips the balance too far. Now, here's the mind-blowing part. Sometimes one forest's imbalance shakes the whole animal world. If a big forest's acorns weaken, other forests feel the ripple. Honey prices shift, trade slows, and even distant bears notice. That's why the owl's rules matter. They keep the global forest connected. So here's the takeaway. Exchange rates decide how much acorns are worth across forests. The balance of payments tracks the flows, and the owl ensures fairness. Together, they explain how global trade balances work in the animal economy. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next doodle adventure. Trust me, you'll never look at honey the same way again.